everybody. This is April, just an April Zephyr. I just wanted to get on and say hello. It's been a while because I've been sick. I've been sick for about 3 weeks. Nothing to worry about though. It was just a head and chest cold. Nothing bad like COVID. Actually, my oldest daughter was diagnosed with COVID today. She's got that splitting headache and the achy joints, so she's probably going to be sick for a few weeks. I really feel bad for her, I do. After having gone through that myself, I know what it's like. My other daughter and her husband are driving east for the summer. As you know, they've been work camping out in Colorado near the Rocky Mountain National Park. And they finished up on Thursday, started driving back home. They're headed back this way. They spent the night in Wyoming a couple nights ago, and they have gone through Nebraska. Scott wanted to see Nebraska, someplace I'd really love to go myself. So yesterday, Steve and I spent the day working on our storage unit, our big storage unit, going through things, clearing out more things, rearranging the whole thing. And on Tuesday, we plan on going to work on our smaller unit and get rid of a bunch of stuff that's in that. And then after that, after Scott and Cindy get in here, we're hoping Scott will help us move stuff from the little unit to the big unit. And that way we'll only have one storage unit. We are really looking forward to cut down on that because, like you know, that's money. And so I can't wait to get all that taken care of. My oldest daughter has agreed to store my grandparents' rocking chairs, and she wants our old TV, so we're going to give her that. So that'll help clear out some things too. Steve is at Andrews Air Force Base for the big air show today. Of course, I didn't go. He realizes that with my bad hips, I can't walk very far. So there was really no point in me going. So he went by himself, which I'm really glad for, because he told me, he texted me at one point, I think it was around 10 o'clock or so. He had decided to go to the FedEx field where they were going to pick people up and drive them there in buses. He said there was about 1 billion people there. And if you know me, I have a problem with crowds and it causes me severe anxiety. So that makes me doubly glad that I didn't go. But I'm glad that he went, and I'm glad that he's gonna enjoy himself. And I really do encourage to do this stuff because I realize I have limitations. I can't walk very far. And so if I know that something is gonna make it so that I have to walk a long ways, I don't go, and I encourage him to go ahead and do it himself. The other day he went out to the Manassas battlefield to do some photography. He's really big into that. And so yeah, I encouraged him to go do that too. Now, this coming Monday, we both have dentist appointments to get cleanings, and I know for a fact that I have some fillings that need to replace, and I have a couple of cavities that need to be taken care of. So I'm not looking forward to that. I've never liked going to the dentist. I had a dentist when I was a child, Dr. C. His name started with a C, so that's what we'll call him, Dr. C. When I was 5 years old, he was poking around in my mouth, you know, cleaning and checking out whatever cavities I had. Apparently, I had a cavity. And so he started giving me a shot, you know, with the numbing in it. And he poked it into my gum, and I moaned. I'm 5 years old. I'm already scared to death of needles. I moaned. He yelled at me and told me not to moan. Well, I'm 5 years old. I'm scared to death. It hurt. I moaned. So what does he do? The needle's in my gum. He lets go of that shot, takes me under the chin and on top of the head and squeezes together as hard as he can and screams in my face, "I told you not to moan." scared me to death. I didn't tell my mother about that until after I was an adult, until I was like in my 40s. But because of him, I was scared to death to go to the dentist from then on. From the time I was an adult until I was in my late 30s, I didn't go to the dentist. And I couldn't do it. I was so afraid that I just couldn't do it. There was this one time down in Bradenton, I needed to get a cavity taken care of, so I looked in the yellow pages, something that you young folks don't know what that is now, but I looked in the yellow pages and I found a dentist and it said, "We cater to cowards." I thought, that's the one to go to. I went there and they got me in to examine me, and of course I'm having a meltdown, and all I can say is horses. Horses. Think of horses. I can do this. Horses. And I'm scared to death. Horses was my concentration word to help me concentrate and to stay calm. And the dentist came in there and he realized that I was freaking out. And he looked at me and he says, "You get out of my office and don't you come back until you get psychiatric help, because I don't need to deal with you." Cater to cowards? Seriously? So anyway, I didn't go to another dentist until we moved up into Virginia. So I don't think I saw another dentist until I was probably 33. And so I guess the dentist that I go to now, his dentist office is in Fairfax City. It's quite a drive for us. It's an hour's drive. But he was great. Dr. Sellers was fantastic. And it was a Christian office, so they played Christian music. People who worked there were Christians, and they prayed with me when I was scared and calmed me down. Did a great job for me. And he retired a couple years ago, and now they have Dr. Jones. I'm still getting used to him, but he's a really great dentist. The office no longer plays Christian music. They play country music, which I don't mind. But we have our appointment on Monday, and I know for a fact I have to have work done, so that's kind of freaking me out a little bit. But I'm sure I'll survive. I usually do. Also, I have a yearly exam at my doctor's office on the 23rd. So I know that's going to include the usual pokes, proddings, and questions, and bloodletting, and all that fun stuff. I've gotten used to giving my blood now for my tests and everything, so it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I've learned how to get through it. I have my coping strategies now. And so I can do that now. It doesn't bother me nearly as much. At least I don't kick them anymore. And yeah, I've never tried to bite. Believe me, in my head, I bit. But yeah, we've got a lot going on right now. So I can't wait to get back on the road. We're here in Haymarket until October 14th. That's when we take off. I can't wait. We'll be making our way slowly down to Florida, and we'll be in Manatee County for, we're not really sure, maybe a month or two altogether. But we're looking forward to that. I'm hoping that my doctor will approve me getting hip surgery. And when we're down there, that's when I plan to have it. And so I'm really hoping I can get it done, because right now Steve is out there making memories without me, and that doesn't make either one of us happy. One of the reasons we decided to go on the road like this was to go places together and make memories together. And with my hips this bad, there's a lot of stuff I can't do. So he's out there making memories without me, which really sucks. I'm sorry to say that, but it sucks. So anyway, I just stay here at home. I work on designs for painting rocks, which I haven't started yet, but I'm going to very soon. And I've decided that I don't work well with painting. So I have bought myself some markers, you know, the kind that don't go away. And I bought a lot of colored markers with fine points. And I'm gonna do my rock coloring that way. I am looking forward. I've done my first one. I just have to spray the clear coat on it and it'll be ready to place somewhere. I can't wait. And I've got a whole bunch more rocks. I had stored a lot of my rocks at the storage unit and I brought all of them home. So I'll be able to work on a whole bunch of different rocks. I'm excited about that. Please excuse the cough. I haven't been able to shake it. It's been 3 weeks. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, tell you what's going on, and I can't wait to get down to Florida. I'm looking forward to it so much. So I just want you to remember, God loves you and so do I, and He holds you in the palm of His hand. Just trust Him. He'll take care of you, just like He takes care of us. I love you guys. You guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again, hopefully sometime next week. Bye, guys.